Man, y'all, sometimes I'd be wondering, like, how do people really get this stuff going? I know the hard work and the consistency is gonna be a thing that matters, but like, man, to pick up and just like keep going, keep going, keep going, and to do it when you get nothing back is crazy. And I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now, whether it's the long form or the short form. Like, I know I got the content, I know the information is legit. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I've worked at the top tech companies in the world. I know that I've got degrees in the Silicon Valley, all the way to Harvard, to certifications at Harvard and PMPs and all the certs that you can think of, and the experience. I've made the money, literally made millions, paid off homes, bought homes for my family. Like, I've done that part. Got all the cool cars. I did all that before. Like, traveled the world. Like, I'm not really missing much, but it's just like this part where I'm delivering this passion is still taking time to land. And I wonder, do y'all go through that too sometimes? Do you feel like as you're trying to increase awareness on what you do, you run into pitfalls? Like, and then you have to ask yourself, like, damn, what's not working? Like, how do I critically examine my approach and figure out how I can identify areas for improvement and then actually execute? That's the part that, like, man, I'm being honest, even myself, I struggle with. I don't know if I want to say I struggle with it, but it's a challenge every now and then. Which is why I feel like sometimes it takes a lot of like practical strategy, but it also takes time. You have to move things out of your life and bring new things in, or sometimes not even bring things in, just move them out, right? Like, that's so important, especially if you ask yourself, like, if you're tired of dealing with imposters or managers and leaders with nothing but huge egos, or do you ever get the imposter syndrome yourself? Or you feel like, man, your ideas aren't good enough, that your voice doesn't matter? Do you ever worry that maybe you're going to be exposed for being a fraud, even though you're not? Right? I know what you're going through, because, like, look, working at a major tech company, I've seen this plenty of times. And let me tell you, these fears are real. I've literally seen them completely hold people back from growth. They basically silence our voices. They prevent us from, sharing our unique perspectives from around the world. But that's why today we're going to be facing all those fears head on. And in this video, what we're going to do is explore the shadows of thought leadership. And we're going to expose the potential pitfalls and equip you with the tools to overcome them. So we'll start with like the first downside, is what I like to call the echo chamber. And what that is it's essentially a situation where it's easy to get trapped in a bubble, right? Where you're surrounded by people who think just like you, and they're constantly reinforcing the same ideas, which is really stifling true innovation. Now, there is an antidote for this, but you have to actually seek out different perspectives. Challenge your assumptions by engaging with the people that kind of strike a nerve, the people from different backgrounds that like may question you, or someone from a different industry, different walks of life. Also, go read books and articles that challenge your beliefs. I always talk about this too, being able to attend conferences and workshops that are maybe just completely outside of your comfort zone. I think that's a big thing to do too. Or something that's not really interesting to you. What can you learn from it? Because we get so comfortable being comfortable. So instead, I encourage you to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Which leads me to the next thing. You want to be able to embrace constructive criticism. Ask for feedback, even if it's not what you want to hear, because constructive criticism can be invaluable in helping you refine your ideas and your identity, right? And then also finding your blind spots. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is just, making sure that you have a powerful tool for building your brand, because it's going to be crucial to maintain authenticity. I talk about that a lot too. You don't want to use it as like a, cheap marketing ploy, but what you want to do is focus on providing value that your primary goal should be to provide genuine value to your audience. And by doing that, you got to share your expertise, share your insights, share your unique perspective, right? You want to be able to also just like offer solutions, man. Offer different solutions to problems and like inspire people to think differently. This is all real stuff that I've dealt with as a leader and a manager. Because what I realize is just being authentic and being upfront, sometimes it can get you in a shitstorm or in some trouble, but it also is going to show that you're, clear about what you do. So don't let self-promotion overshadow the value that you're providing. Now, one other thing I want to talk about is unrealistic expectations, which is a huge danger that we have to solve. Because thought leadership often showcases success stories only, right? Which can really create a distorted view of reality. That's why I started this off talking about all the crap that I got to deal with, because you have to remember success. It takes time, effort, and so much discipline. That's why I always say you have to embrace the journey and try not to get discouraged if you don't achieve things overnight, because it's really not going to be overnight. Like I said, I've been going at this for a minute, and I get like 1 or 2 fucking views on every video. Shit sucks, but whatever. I'm still here. I'm showing up. So you have to focus on the process and then enjoy it. And this is the one thing that I personally love about change is the process itself, because that's when you celebrate your small victories all the way, all the time. Now, the other thing you have to do too, again, with being transparent is like, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Share your challenges, share your setbacks, all your lessons learned, because this doesn't only make you more relatable, but it also helps other people navigate their journeys. Because it's okay if you don't win right away. Most of the times you're not going to win right away. And you're going to be playing to win. And the big picture is what really matters. So if you can help someone reach their destination quicker, you know what I mean, and have less roadblocks than you did, you already won. That's what I'm getting at. That this thought leadership stuff, it's not just a path for like the soft, the faint of heart by any means, because it requires courage, authenticity, and a genuine desire to make a difference. But the rewards are so priceless. But again, it takes patience, And once you start embracing the thought leadership with integrity, you're not only going to elevate your own voice, but you're also going to inspire other people to find theirs. You become a beacon of light. You start guiding others through their shadows and towards a brighter future. That's what you can do with the right approach to thought leadership. Now, seriously, go out there and share your unique perspectives with the world. Whether you want to do it on YouTube, in person, in the middle of the street. I don't really recommend that. But like, if you want to, go do it. Or if you want to get in the comments and just drop your messages below, do that too. Just challenge the status quo. Embrace being you. And just continue to lead with integrity, because I promise you the world is waiting to hear your voice. Don't silence yourself. You have opportunities. You can be what you want to be, but you got to go do it. And you got to believe before anyone else believes. So thanks for watching, y'all.